Hello, Aileen here from aileen-gallagher.com. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about some of the daily habits of successful people and how I might be able to help you to adopt some of these habits in order to help you to become more successful. There's a famous quotation that goes, "We firstly make our habits and then our habits make us." And this really is so true. It's the small things that we do consistently over long periods of time that really bring success. When I talk about successful people here, I'm talking about happy people, people who are financially secure, are in good health and have strong, happy relationships. You know, success leaves a trail, and from years of studying successful people, from attending many seminars and conferences, as well as coaching many of my own clients to success, I've noticed that the majority have daily habits or rituals that they're very disciplined about carrying out. Many of these successful people carry out these rituals or habits in the morning time, and they have a routine that they go through in order to set themselves up with the greatest potential for having a good, productive day. I'm going to talk about 6 of these habits on this video. This is by no means an all-encompassing or finite list. It is simply the 6 that I've noticed that have came up most often. And the first of these is physical exercise. I've noticed most successful people allocate time daily to physical exercise. Now, the benefits of exercise are widely known and you don't need me to repeat them here. But physical exercise is a great stress reliever, and a fit body brings feelings of well-being and confidence. Secondly, successful people are extremely grateful. If we use a gratitude or a grateful journal, and in it we write down at least 5 things that we're grateful for each and every day, it immediately puts us into a positive frame of mind. If we've got up and we may not be looking forward to the day ahead, by doing this it immediately changes our perspective and raises our mood. The third habit here is goal review. To become successful, it's important to focus on our goals daily. There's little to be gained from setting out annual or quarterly plans and goals and then failing to spend time every single day thinking about what we're doing to achieve them. And this leads me on to my next daily habit of successful people, and that is using self-coaching questions. These are questions that we ask ourselves, questions such as, what am I going to do today to move closer to getting the life that I want? Am I willing to accept the consequences of not changing? How would the person I want to become do the things I'm about to do? How did I do yesterday? How can I improve on that today? The fourth daily habit of successful people is spending time in education. Successful people allocate time daily towards education, whether this might be a half an hour spent reading a personal development book or a business book or listening to an audio tape. It might be watching a training video. Successful people are always learning. You see, educating ourselves helps us to think differently and have different ideas. It's our current level of thinking that has got us exactly where we are today. So in order to become more successful, we have to expand that level of thinking. And the 6th daily habit that I want to talk about is meditation and visualization. Many of the successful people I know spend time visually and mentally setting up their day. We can spend a few minutes visualizing how we would like our day to go and how we will feel when we achieve what we've laid out to do in that day. We can also focus on the bigger picture, on the bigger, more long-term goals and how we will feel when we achieve them, and how today's tasks and plans will bring us closer to achieving that. Now, some of you may be thinking that even though I've only talked about my top 6 here, that you could never possibly adopt these habits, that you wouldn't have time and that you'd literally have to get up 2 hours earlier in the morning if you were to do this. And the reality is that that's exactly what many successful people do. We all have the exact same amount of time. We decide individually how we're going to spend it by identifying what's most important for us. The majority of the habits that I've spoken about, they don't cost a lot to do, apart from the time and the discipline that it takes to do them. So if you're already practicing some or all of these daily habits, that's brilliant. And I'm sure that you're already experiencing some of the benefits that they bring. If you're not, why don't you give them a go? Start with one and build your way up. You'll find that you achieve a lot more, that you're much happier, and you begin to have more and more success. So, to recap, the 6 daily habits that I've spoke about are: number 1, physical exercise; number 2, a grateful or gratitude journal; number 3, goal reviews; number 4, asking self-coaching questions daily; number 5 is education; and number 6 is using meditation and visualization. If you have any questions about any of these daily rituals that I've talked about, feel free to contact me through my website, www.aileen-gallagher.com.